Maya, and today's video is all about my favourite and best tips for makeup for pale people. That really did not make sense. You know what I mean. We're all friends here. So if you want to find out how to do your makeup like flawlessly, like Adele kind of style makeup, when you're really pale and you're finding it difficult and all that jazz, stay tuned. So the first thing that pale girls like me find really difficult in terms of makeup is finding a foundation that actually matches you. It's kind of ridiculous when you go to some foundation companies and then you go, yes, I'm gonna get the lightest one and see if it matches me, put it on your face, and it's like, I don't know, NC blowing 30 or something. But it is a struggle that all really fair girls have to go through, is finding a right foundation, and let me tell you, it takes a lot of money and time. So the thing that I have found with foundations is to match them to myself by mixing it. Yeah. So you can do this with basically any foundation that's like, it has to be kind of liquid or cream, you know what I'm saying. But if you like a certain foundation, like how it stays on your face, like its formula, stuff like that, but it does not match you, for the life of you, you can mix it to make your custom shade and it works every time. So the one I have is this. It is a pure white foundation. I purely use this for mixing with other foundations just to match my shade, and this is from the brand Stargazer. I know there is another one from Manic Panic that's meant to be really good, but I couldn't find it anywhere for the life of me, trust me. This is £4 on Amazon, so it's like really cheap for a foundation, and it is a great mixing base. So I'm gonna demonstrate to you now the effect that, you know, this gives. So the foundation I'm going to be using is a favourite of mine at the moment. It is the MAC Pro Longwear foundation, and this is in the shade NW15, which is actually the lightest shade, but as you will see in a second, does not match me. It's still too dark. Hopefully it'll show up. I'll just put a little swatch on my face so you'll be able to tell that it really doesn't match me. There. You can see there that it's too dark for me, even though it's the lightest colour, which is very annoying. So what I like to do is on the back of my hand or on a kind of plate there, you know what I mean, any surface, is I mix some of the Pro Longwear foundation and some of the white together to make my own custom shade. I like to put the white down first because this comes in like a spatula form, and if you mixed it with this it'd just get all grubby and stuff. So I like to put on the white first. I don't put that much on. I've made the mistake in the past by putting way too much on and I look like an albino. So, you know. I'd say I'd start off with about that much, which isn't a lot, but it's still quite a decent amount to level out the colour. And then I'm just going to put whatever amount I want to cover my whole face of foundation and mix it in with my finger. As you can see now, it's creating its own little colour, which is cute as hell. I'd say the first time mixing that came out really well. So as you can see, it's a lot lighter than it was on its own with no white foundation. So it now matches my skin and I can just put it on like normal. So I'm going to use the Zoeva 102 Silk Finish brush because it's my normal foundation brush, but I'm just going to apply this all over my face. So now, although on the camera it looks like I am literally a sheet of paper, because, you know, pretty much am, you can now see that the colour of my neck actually matches the colour of my face as the foundation matches. Woohoo! So that is tip number one on how to get a foundation that actually matches your skin shade. Okay, so I kind of disappeared and now I'm back with a snazzy transition, and I have done the rest of my makeup, as you can probably tell. Well, I haven't done the rest of my makeup. You may be wondering, Maya, where is your blush, highlight and contour? Well guys, I'm showing you the tips to having the best highlight, contour and blush for pale people. So first I've got a hair in my eye. So first I'm going to start out by blush. Basically, don't really have that many tips for blush, it's just whatever one suits you. For pale skin and dark hair, it's mainly peachy tones that work, but to be honest, I don't kind of agree with the, oh you have to wear this blush if you have this type of skin. It's just, I think whatever blush you want rocks with any skin tone. So I am using Peach Melba by Natural Collection at the moment because I like it and I think it'll work for this makeup look, so you know, I'm doing that. It's just on the apples of your cheeks really, that's where you need to focus your smile. This little bit here is where you need to put the blush. It's that simple. I like to stick with matte blushes because just simply for the fact that I have quite uneven skin texture due to my acne. So I like matte blushes, really. So there's a bit of colour brought to my face, and now I don't look as dead as normal. Next, I'm going to show you how I contour. For this, I use my Sleek Face Form Kit in Light, and I use this colour for my contour. The NYX blush in taupe is meant to be really, really good for a contour, but I can't seem to get my hands on it at the moment. But this one is amazing. I know they have a colour in fair as well, which is also really good, but I use this as it's not that warm, even though it looks pretty warm on camera. It's really not that warm, and it shows up as quite a natural shadow for pale people. It's awesome, you'll see. I'm lucky to have naturally quite defined cheekbones anyway, so I'm using the Zoeva 110 Face Shape Brush for my contouring. And you just start below your ear, like here in the middle, and then you bring it down. And you always want to blend upwards, don't blend down or else that'll look a bit crazy, you know what I mean. And also, I would suggest not going all the way down or else you'll look a bit, So I'd say stop just at the outer edge of your eyebrow, like where it goes down. I'd say stop about here. That's just my personal preference though. As you can see now, it's given a really, really natural shadow. It doesn't look too orange or muddy or fake or anything, it's just really nice. Blend upwards. Right in the hollow of your cheekbone, get in there, get right in there, son. And you can suck in your cheekbones if you want to get a better view of where your cheekbones are. Definitely don't use too much or else it'll stand out way too much on your face. Bam, there we go, cheekbones to the max. You can also contour your nose and your forehead and everything like that, but I'm pretty happy with my face shape as it is without contouring in those places, so I just do my cheekbones and I really like it. As you know, I'll leave the links to all the stuff in the description if you want to go and check these out. And lastly is my favourite step, which is highlighting. For years, I just kind of stayed away from highlighting because I just thought I'm too pale for highlighting, and also I have acne, so like it kind of highlighting draws your eyes to certain places, and those places which I highlighted were covered in pimples, so you know. But since finding this, I have been in love with highlighting, and I do it every single day without fail because I love it so much. You can do shimmery or matte, whatever you like. I prefer to do matte, like I said, textured skin, you know, all that jazz. But I prefer to do matte, and because we're all friends here and we're so pale, I'm going to show you it. It might be a bit weird at first, but this is the highlighter I use. It is literally white, if you couldn't tell already. This is again by the brand Stargazer, and don't get too scared away by this because it's not like opaque, it's a really sheer kind of white. So all you have to do is to not be generous with this and just put it over where you want, and it'll give a nice kind of, you know, highlight. This is great because it still draws your eye to those places, but it's not shimmery, so you look much more natural than structured, but it's very sheer, so it's like, oh, I'm in love with this powder basically. I also know that Becca's Opal highlighter is meant to be really, really good for pale skin. Obviously I don't have that because it's like incredibly expensive and I like matte anyway. In the Contour and Define kit by the brand 17, they do have a contour colour and a matte highlight colour. If you want a more easier, accessible kind of matte highlight, go for that one. If anyone has any more suggestions on any makeup tips for really pale people, join the community and comment down below your ideas, and I'll read them all and we can have a little chit chat, you know what I mean? Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to me. I hope you like the new background as well. Look at that, big M. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you later. Goodbye!
OMG, it's Maya. She has sorted out a certain attire with makeup moments, lifestyle too. You'll never get bored. OMG, it's Maya.